Thank you. You hear an awful lot these days about opportunity, usually in the context of some government agency providing opportunities for people who don't have them. Well, I'm all for giving people opportunity of every kind to get ahead. Indeed, there's something wrong with a society that doesn't open up its doors and give everybody a chance to make the most of himself. But what a lot of people don't realize is that the greatest opportunities of all can't be toted up on a cash register. They're right here inside of us, waiting for us to do something with them. As a matter of fact, those inner opportunities can do more for us, even in a material way, than any bundle of cash thrown into our laps. Because to make the most of any material advantage, you've got to have trained your heart and mind to deal effectively with it when it does come along. How do you begin this training? That's a fair question, one I'll try to answer after this word. The question is, how do you train yourself to make the most of opportunities? Well, the very first thing to do is to realize that life is very much a game with winners and losers. Unfortunately, many people start out life with this attitude, but then drop it after they lose one or two of the early rounds of the game. But look at any successful man, and you'll find a man who has lost an important match somewhere along the line. Maybe you remember that old story about the two frogs that fell into a jar of cream. Both of them found that the cream was just too far from the jar opening to jump out. Well, one of them said to himself, "Why knock myself out? I just can't make it." And in despair and resignation, he just sank into the cream, and that was the end of him. The other frog, who was fighting the same losing battle, however, took another tack. Just out of sheer cussedness and pride, he decided that at least he'd go down trying. And as he swam and thrashed about, he suddenly began to feel solid footing under him, for his activity was turning the cream into butter. And as soon as his spindly little legs felt traction, he leaped victoriously out of the jar. History tells us over and over again that survival and victory come to men who train their minds to reject the merest thought of defeat about anything. Once you've built up a resistance to defeat, obstacles and misfortune will no longer awe you, and you'll find that your own inner energy and intelligence are the richest opportunities of all. And the beautiful thing about these opportunities is that you don't have to wait for them. They're ready to work for you at this very moment.